What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. We have a lot to cover in today's video. Grab some popcorn, get comfy, because we are about to dive into some critical information. I found a very good article talking about the silver price outlook update. They cover a lot of stuff, but most importantly, what silver is doing compared to the dollar. That is very important, as we know a lot is happening with the dollar, a lot of excessive spending, and this is going to give us great insight on what is going to happen to the price of silver. We also have the latest drivers of silver. Jewelry buyers, the jewelry sector is actually coming in pretty strong, which could be even more news to this short squeeze, the shortage and scarcity, which in return also leads to higher silver prices. Now, GSX, if you guys don't know, it's a crypto backed by physical gold. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but that is because the launch sale is right around the corner. A couple days left. The coins are 10 cents each. It's about to hit. They have live gold mines. You can actually go there and visit a live visitor center, 24/7 live feed. And Steve McCullough is giving updates left and right. He posted a huge thread. Check out his Twitter. And Apollo FinTech was the number 2 spotlight project of the year from Bitmark. Number 2. This company is definitely expanding, and you want to get in before the curve. This is a big project. But anyways, let's jump into this silver stuff. By the way, the link's in the description. If you do want to invest in the gold secured currency, you also get a 5% discount. Now, silver price outlook, the update. This month, in addition to our silver price outlook update, we provide in-depth analysis of the relationship of silver price with the US dollar. Now, we know if the dollar index is high, gold and silver is low, and vice versa. Direct correlation. I think the actual number of that correlation is like negative 0.09%. It's so heavily correlated that when the dollar's high, gold and silver is low. We know that all this excessive spending from Joe Biden, throwing out all this money for the green energy revolution, all this stuff is only going to weaken the dollar because we have to reprint more dollars, and in return pushes the price of silver up. But what if I told you that's not where the story ends? If we're looking at the silver price outlook, we have to incorporate a lot of other variables. Not only the global pandemic, but what stocks are doing, what the dollar's doing, what Joe Biden's doing with excessive spending, and the silver shortage, minor supply and demand. So many things. But guess what? Silver stackers are always going to have the last laugh, even comparing that to gold. Because when we're looking at silver versus the dollar and gold versus the dollar, two complete different situations. Silver is a ticking time bomb. Gold is the volcano that already erupted. Silver hasn't erupted yet. $2,000+ gold breaking through its all-time high. Silver wasn't even half of that. And if we look at where the dollar is headed and looking at the direct correlation between the dollar to silver, then we know that times are going to get crazy for silver. Now, it's interesting to look at how the dollar is influencing gold versus silver. Gold, monetary metal. Silver, monetary metal, and industrial metal. So the headwinds that have kept silver prices on sideways trends since the end of last year are likely to dissipate slowly as the world economy transitions from last year's pandemic-induced lockdown from its post-pandemic environment. And this transition isn't going to happen quickly, rather slowly, not only from a country-to-country basis, but from a state-to-state basis. You have states like Florida, very laid back, very easy, and you have states like Ohio, very restricted. So as these restrictions lift up across the globe, it's going to be a very messy comeback. It's going to be a very messy situation. So we present our updated silver price outlook for the next 6 quarters. The objective of our outlook is to provide the reader with financial and economic developments measured via statistical analysis. Each scenario is given a subjective probability based on a view. And I like this because not only are they talking about a view, but they're talking about views and the unknown variable. The unknown variable is the wrench that gets thrown in that always throws everyone off, and most articles, 90% of articles that I cover on this channel, do not talk about the unknown variable. And they take it even a step further. Most forecasts are very, very wishy-washy because they talk about one scenario happening and if that would happen or if that does happen. But what if that scenario doesn't happen? They go from scenario A, B, and C, so there's a much higher probability of one of these scenarios happening. So then we can see from 3 different perspectives how this would affect the price of silver. So before the price of silver resumes rising on increased consumer and industrial demand, this scenario also factors in the possibility that central banks implement some type of yield curve control. Longer dated government bond yields continue to rise. Central banks have reiterated over the last several weeks that they expect to keep short-term rates very low, actually zero for the next couple years to support economic growth. Scenario B also factors in a firmer U.S. dollar over the next few quarters. We discussed the relationship between the U.S. dollar and silver below. Silver, as with most commodities, is based in U.S. dollar terms, both within the U.S. and abroad. In other words, the dollar is a benchmark pricing mechanism. The rationale behind the dollar as a benchmark includes: 1, the dollar remains the global reserve currency, accounting for over 60% of foreign central bank reserves. 2, the dollar is one of the most liquid currencies in the world, meaning it is easy to buy and sell. And 3, the dollar is relatively stable, providing confidence to investors, producers, and consumers. In general, when the value of the U.S. dollar appreciates relative to other currencies around the globe, the price of commodities, including silver, measured in other currencies, rises. As such, when local prices climb, demand typically declines. So look at the commodity price correlations between the dollar. You have live cattle, iron ore, zinc, platinum in the green, and then you have everything else in the red. Silver is gray, almost 100%. So if we're measuring the value of the dollar, the true value, 98% lost in purchasing power, then we get a very good idea on where silver prices are heading. They go over this DXY index in silver prices. Look at the dollar compared to silver. Direct correlation. Look at recently. That's the dollar index, DXY, and the gray line is silver. Look how close this is. You have 2011 credit crisis, financial crisis, direct correlation, dropping back down $9 silver, or $11 silver, in 2020. And look, $9 silver back in 2000, and then you have this leading up to $50 silver, and then we have the start again. Now, what was the start back then? Credit crisis, right? $9 silver. Recession/depression, $1 billion stimulus, $50 silver. Now, recession/depression, silver, $1 trillion stimulus, global pandemic, and the chart's only going to go up. Present correlations, negative 93%. So, as we look forwards, and look at this, another chart. Look at this, even right here. Look how crazy this is. Up, down, down. It's a mirror. Not even gold to silver have that much of a reflection, that much of a mimicking pattern. And why are gold and silver so directly correlated if they're used for two completely different things? It doesn't make sense. Gold is not used for anywhere near the same type of purpose as silver. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity, even light sensitivity. Gold is used more for jewelry. It's more royal metal. It's used more because it looks beautiful and of the stereotype of it. Silver is a key component in technology as we advance in this new digital age, technologically advancing. So you can see that there is going to be a time when silver takes on a life of its own, and it's happening now. And you want proof? Scarcity. Why do you think there's $15 premiums on American Eagle? Because silver's scarce, and that is also representing how silver is taking on a new industrial life beyond where gold just cannot survive in. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Like I say, do your research. The link to this article will be in the description. Also, make sure you check out gold secured currency. Links in the description. They are about to release. The coins are about to hit the exchanges, and these 10 cents coins, the coins that are 10 cents are not going to be 10 cents for very long. You actually get a 5% bonus if you use my link. Now, the roadmap, this is about to be the next checkoff. And then we have the first gold milling operation 1 month after sale. So about in a month, they're also going to open up a visitor center and a live feed at the mine. Stephen McCullough, his Twitter is instantly up there, constantly updating everything that's happening. Bitpart, the number 2 spotlight. This company is growing dramatically fast. 40 or almost 50,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel, only posted 5 videos. You guys got to get in on this. Links in the description. Make sure that you get in before the curve. You don't want to miss out on stuff like that. I do have a lot of other videos coming, and I would love to hear your insight, your opinion on silver over the next couple of quarters. Everyone's talking about the short term being very bearish, and the medium to long term very bullish, which does make sense. We're not going to see stable prices as the economy. Nobody is very stable right now. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. Make sure you subscribe if you want a chance to get some free silver shipped straight to your front doorstep. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.